Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody guys, let's keep up with our euro currency analysis. So yesterday was a bit dramatic action closer to the end of the European session and early of the United States session. So yesterday actually we have warned you that we do not support the idea that the tariffs war should impact on the Fed and force it to decrease the rate, and we also do not support the idea that the tariffs war makes the United States weaker. So we have the contrary opinion that the tariffs actually the tool in the hands of the United States, and they serve in favor of the United States and makes the more significant impact, stronger impact on its rivals, compared to what the mutual tariffs could make on the United States. So that's why sooner or later, but the United States probably with using the tariffs will force China to do what they want, and the next will be eye of the Sauron will be on the European Union and on the Japan. So yesterday actually the dramatic action was by this reason. So the euro has been saved from the collapse by the statement in by the Sive Morten, who said that the tariffs on the cars and cars production in the European Union and in Japan could be postponed for 6 months. That was the positive news for the markets in Europe, and that was the reason why the euro has rallied soon after the Munchen has said this. But anyway, that actually the fun hasn't lasted too long. So you can see that it was minor reaction, and then market has turned down again. So as a result, from the technical point of view, what we have high wave pattern on the daily chart. I like high wave patterns because this is a very useful tool, and every time I talk about it when we see it in our charts, because high wave with a high probability could point the direction in the moment of the breakout. So if market will break it up, it means that upward action should continue at least for a distance equals to the high wave pattern somewhere to the previous tops. If market will break it down, it means that market will continue to move lower. So that is the moment why I use and like appearing of the high wave patterns. Nothing more we see on the daily. So on the daily, it's collapsed yesterday has started, and only Sive Morten words just save it from the total defeat in euro, because if we wouldn't have any comments, there's probably euro could drop even more, because it has broken all supports that we have discussed yesterday, and only minor reaction was on the bullish pattern that we have discussed yesterday. So that's the reason why we do not support the idea of the bullish trend on the euro currency by far. So I most agree with the idea that the euro still stands bearish. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see what we have actually. That was our conference support yesterday, if you remember. A strong trend line. It's also ABCD target here was, and that's the target, the pattern that we have mentioned actually yesterday. Although we warned that we do not support an idea of the upward action on the euro, but still this was a setup that could be used, since at least there was the background for taking the long position. And indeed some minor, very short-term upward pullback has happened, but it was not really for too long. As a result, you can see euro collapsed down next to the next support that we have specified. This is weekly pivot support 1 and next to 1183 fib level. So that was the words of the Sive Morten in relation to the tariffs on European cars producers. So this market returns right back up and now stands flat. What actually we have on the euro currency currently? In general, the medium-term perspective hasn't changed significantly, but we do not have some large pattern to trade. And today we could offer you only maybe to focus on this kind of the engulfing pattern, something that we've got here. So we have kind of an engulfing pattern and maybe minor upward continuation in a way of the possible ABCD pattern could happen. So that's the only setup that we have right now. But the one thing that I'm keep in mind, guys, and take a look at the drop downward action here and here, how it develops in strength, and upward action here. By my eyes, this is a bit different kind of the pace action here compared to this one and this one. And it leads me to conclusion that actually we have this A, B, C top pattern. That's another reason why markets down here. So we'll take a look at this extension. You will see that we have the COP that has been hit precisely at this bottom, right at the support. So this is support agreement. The tricky moment exists, guys, that we have also minor ABCD pattern that we have discussed yesterday, and its XOP has not been hit yet. But currently it's very difficult to suggest what will happen. Either market will drop lower and hits this XOP, or it will show retracement first and then starts dropping, hitting the XOP, because this pattern will be valid until market stands below the C point. It's minor C, keeping valid this ABCD pattern. So currently difficult to say. But in general, we have this construction in the shape of the minor reverse hand shoulders that has the shape of the engulfing pattern on the 4-hour time frame chart. And that's very short-term scalp setup that maybe could be used today. So because I've not seen something else on the euro currency right now. So here we could wait for a kind of the gap distributed to buy, for example, if it will be formed. Well, maybe it will be the chance for taking the position, because actually stop here will be just 20 pips below the XOP. So it's not really very significant distance. Potential target will be kind of the A, B, C, bottom, D pattern. So kind of the ABCD retracement, at least. So that's the scenario that we could keep an eye on today and tomorrow, probably till the end of the week.